Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Anggriani. I'm from English Education Department 5th semester. In this occasion, I will discuss the material about analyzing students' difficulties or problems with listening comprehension. My purpose for taking this title because I want to know and see the reason or factors why students experience learning difficulties or problems that prevent students from obtaining listening comprehension material. In this journal discuss difficulties with listening comprehension in second semester students majoring in English at UIN Alauddin Makassar. Of the various kinds of question asked, the results were several factors, such as problem affect listening comprehension, difficulty in understanding listening due to low grammar knowledge, and lack of vocabulary. Other problems are the length of the material. The speaker speaks too fast, and the pronunciation is not too clear. Problems with listening materials. Difficulty in content material is unfamiliar topics and long conversation in listening. Problems answering question while listening. Difficult to understanding meaning due to lack of vocabulary and poor grammar knowledge. As a result, they miss what the speaker said on the next question and so on. So they panic and make it difficult for them to answer the question. The problem of losing concentration during listening. The problem that makes students lose concentration is the noise in the laboratory. Another problem is that if students can understand what the speaker is saying, it impairs their hearing. This means that failure to concentrate will make them lose what the speaker said. And problems used by personal experience. This journal discusses students' opinions about difficulties with listening comprehension, and the result is that there are the most serious problems of listening comprehension, such as poor quality tools, poor concentration, unclear pronunciation, speed of assessing foreign words and topics, and psychological problems. These problems fall into several categories of listening comprehension problems, such as physical arrangement, lack of concentration, speaking, psychological characteristic, and listening material. In this journal discuss student opinions and collected by listening pre-TOEFL, and the result is this study found many difficulties experienced by students in understanding listening based on four main factors that influence the listening process: learning materials, lecturers, students themselves, and the media. In the learning material, difficulties were found in several aspects, such as clustering, form reduction, performance variables, everyday language, rate of delivery, stress, rhythm, and intonation, as well as student opinions on the level of material difficulty. Difficulties in this aspect are problems of interpretation, lack of vocabulary, difficulty concentration, confusion or similar phonemes, and speech speed. Interpretation skills require students to have creative skill because they are required to process line material words into significant meanings. The research questions: first, what are the students' difficulties or problems with listening comprehension? Second, what are the solutions for students who have difficulty in listening comprehension? The research methodology is qualitative descriptive. This type of qualitative descriptive research is a research method that utilizes qualitative data and describes a descriptive history. Descriptive research because it involves collecting data to answer questions about the status of research subjects. This study does not manipulate data taken from the sample, because the main objective is to find out what problems in listening comprehension are faced by students based on the result of the questionnaire given, then provide some solutions such as learning strategies to solve this problem. In my opinion, as I have seen and experienced myself, the difficulties with listening comprehension such as less understanding of English accents, lack of concentration when listening, or lack of stamina, bored and tired, lack of vocabulary and pronunciation, difficult to distinguish words with almost the same pronunciation. Interpret word for word, because in English, a word will change its meaning if it is coupled with certain words, so it will be difficult if we interpret them one by one. The material is too fast to listen, so you forget what was heard. And the last, less effective and fun learning media. Next, the solution to encounter difficulty with listening comprehension, such as practice your concentration by listening to what the native speaker says more. Don't chat when they explain. Avoid things that can distract you. To understand accents, listen repeatedly and practice pronunciation by making sound exactly as they are heard. For example, watching movies that have different accents so you can know the differences. Understand all native speaker compound words. Understand the phrases and sentences they compose. Don't try to understand the conversation word for word. And last, learn about the International Phonetic Alphabet so you can find out how it is pronounced as spoken by a native speaker. Next conclusion, the comparison of the three journals with mine are: in the first journal, there is a student response problem which show that they have all used their personal understanding to complete the meaning of what the speaker said and to answer questions. In the second journal, there are psychological influences, whereas in the third journal, there are problems with clustering, form reduction, performance variables, everyday language, rate of delivery, stress, rhythm, and intonation. So the average has the same problem. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.